Alright, welcome in YouTube. This is going to be episode 8 of our MediEvil playthrough, and you're going to notice that there are some weird things in this episode. So one thing is, I completely lost episode 8 recording, and so we're redoing it. However, replaying the level is most likely going to have the chalice filled, so we'll just show you the enemies that actually fill up the chalice in this level. We'll go through all and find it, and we'll go through all the areas and get you all the secrets and everything else in it. Just know that the chalice is actually not going to fill up as we go because we've already collected it. So I will hopefully be able to go into the Hall of Heroes and just show you what we collected. It was really nothing special. We just got flaming arrows. That doesn't happen in order. What happens in order in the way you collect the chalice, but it doesn't mean that you get flaming arrows after beating this level. It just means that's where I got flaming arrows. So I have the 11th chalice already. We have flaming arrows, and that is the difference in this video is we won't be actually collecting the chalice. We'll just see where it is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and kick off and get into the episode. So it's going to say replay this level instead of play this level. So here we go. I still want to do the walkthrough and show you everything in it. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so we arrive. We're in the lake. And we have arrived by our good friend from our last episode in the Pools of the Ancient Dead. He ferried us across in his fun little boat. And let's listen to what we've got to say here.
You haven't got your army now. Better to use stealth than charge in. Beware the Watchers. Slay them before they spot you and summon others.
Okay, so these guys actually, if you get close to them, they close their eye. If they spot you, they're going to spawn some creatures. Let's go ahead and swap up. So in a couple of episodes back, we got the axe. The axe is a pretty good weapon for this. Also, always the enchanted sword is good as well. So either way you go, remember if you have the enchanted sword on, just don't have it armed. You can have it in your inventory, just don't have it armed and ready because it does take up a bit of space. So we do need arrows. We do need flaming arrows if you have them, and you will need your shield for sure. Go ahead and make sure we have that. Might actually try aiming flaming arrows this time. Aiming flareos. Might actually try aiming some flareos today. Today on YouTube, we're aiming flareos. We're flaming arrows? No, we're aiming flareos. And then we'll go ahead and pop this in. And if we run out of that, the axe is a good secondary, and we'll see why. So let's go ahead and let's begin. So these fish right here, they do spit. They're kind of annoying. They don't actually add to your chalice token. Or your chalice, they don't fill up your chalice. So you may kill them if you wish. They are a little bit annoying to kill. And so I take care of a couple of them just because it's easier to get through if you don't have to worry about these fish. So we'll take one flaming arrow, seems to kill them. And you can see the glow in front of me, and that glow is actually one of the eyes. And so if that eye sees you, he's going to spawn some creatures. So we can actually swap to this. See, he spotted me, so he's going to spawn a creature. These guys are going to turtle. And apparently my focus is not going to. Okay, even with flaming arrows, those guys take about 8 shots. That's a little bit unfortunate. So you want to make sure that you get a couple of those guys. So these eyes, you do want to spawn creatures like 1 or 2 times because what you'll need that to fill the chalice. Those guys that they just spawned are out in the level. However, you don't need every single one of them in the level to complete your chalice. So if I shoot him, he is not actually affected by the burn. So you might want to save your flaming arrows and just shoot them with regular arrows. And so we got him with 2 shots. Okay. There's a fish down here. He's flopping around. It really doesn't do anything, so we can go down there. And we'll just check out back here. There's nothing back behind here, so we're good. This is just a building. From what I can tell, you can't actually get on top, and there's really no reason to. We do have one more eye over here, so if you can get up on that. You don't really have to. You can kind of take care of them from an angle. There we go. So the eyes do contribute to the chalice. You can see I was getting the check mark. But since we're already done, this eye does not spawn a beam. But he does shoot you with water. It's quite annoying. They don't take as many arrows. So, we got those taken care of. We do have some gold back here. And we have 2 entrances to this little back area. So entrance 1 is here, and there's nothing behind you. And this is entrance 2. So it just takes you out. That's no big deal, right? So we have a life bottle here, perfect. The exit is not as easy to find as one would think. So it's really hard to see over there, but it is right there. We go out and go back in. I can kind of show you. See, it's a darkened little hallway. The only thing you can see, can't really see anything. It's just right here. And there is no Dan cam in there, so you can come out here. You can resupply if you need to.
The ancient people of this long-vanished town once sought to harness the power of crystals found in the caverns below. Now, Zarek seeks to unlock the secrets of this arcane science. This mine shaft leads deep into the earth, to certain doom in the crystal caverns.
Where have we heard certain doom before? Oops. I'm trying to get my sword to take off. Don't need that sword. Okay. So we have another eyeball. It seemed like the flaming arrow actually took him out a little quicker. So to conserve some arrows, we might shoot him once. And then swap over to that. Yeah, so we took him out in like 3 shots instead of a bunch of shots. And then we have one of the water spitting ones here, and they take 4 shots. So there you go. Got him taken care of, and got the other one taken care of. Now, there is a rune out in the boat. So once we get that, have the chaos rune, we're good to go. And, well, to get out of here, we're going to need the chaos rune, which is there. And we will get to that later. And that's about all you can do out here. So we'll go back in here. We'll come back this way. And you can head out this door. And then we will go back this way. And we do have a couple of fish. And there's really nothing else to take care of out here. So let's get rid of the fish. This is a different walkway, by the way. We came in over here. So we took care of the fish on that walkway over there. And we're going to take care of these fish right here. They are quite annoying. I'll let him burn up. Let him burn up. Swap back to regular longbow. Go ahead and get the earth rune. And we do have a couple of guys out here. If you can shoot them, while they're out there. That would be much better than trying to shoot them. I have a wireless caller calling me. We will edit that out. So anyways, if we can get these guys to be shot out here, this would be even better. But it doesn't look like you're going to be able to. So now that we have our earth room, let's just go back. Luckily the fire arrows don't, like, you know, disintegrate or anything silly like that. Okay, so now we're on this L-shaped area here, and we're gonna hit triangle, whatever button it tells you to press, and we're gonna move this around. Take care of these fish if you can. It's not really locking on them, so we'll have to do that when we can face them a little bit. So you gotta be pretty close to him to actually hit him. Just like that. And then for these guys, I think I'm gonna pull out the magic sword and just rush them. So take this out. Okay, so they we were doing pretty well with the axe on them. When you get close, they do turtle up and you can't do damage. So we're gonna swap over to the axe and hit them with ranged. You may have to use your shield while you do this. So let's go ahead and swap to that. And this will be longbow. But they seem to be kind of resistant to the fire too. So if we throw this, there we go. So we can take care of those with the axe, and that seems to work quite well. Just use your shield to block after you do it. Let's go ahead and swap to flaming. Take care of the fish. One fish, two fish, there we go. And do the axe. I always get confused which one's primary, because primary should be the one in green. Okay. So now we've got those fish taken care of, we've got those goons taken care of, we've got some gold, we've got a locked fence. So you'll be able to get to that fence in just a little bit. We're actually going to go out here and we're going to turn this again. One more spot we need to get to. Okay, so now we're going to head out this way. Take care of him and then take care of this guy. We actually need to get our other shield back on. We ran out of our gold shield. Or we lose all of our life. You can take care of the fish with the axe if you'd like to. It just takes 2 hits. Flaming arrows just take 1. So we have one more of these guys right here. And it doesn't look like any that way for now. He's going to kind of rush you, and cool thing is you can kind of shoot through. And so we ran out of silver shield. It only had 10, so we're going to pop on the copper. But you can shoot through those pillars. It's kind of helpful to get them at a distance. But you want to throw and then block. Throw, block. Just like that. So There is one more. I'm going to take out this one before we actually go refill our life. But you can see they actually do quite a lot of damage. He did take us out. Okay, so 2 shots to take out the eye with the flaming. Okay, so here's what we're doing out here. There are 3 different mechanics. We have 3 different runes. So the earth rune we just inserted there starts that water wheel going, and there's going to be 2 more. Going to be 2 more to stop the flow of this out here. So if we can take care of him, let's see if we can lock on. There we go. No, he seems to be locking on kind of low. There we go. Should be 2 hits. There we go. The burning takes care of him. Very cool. Now we get our time rune. Let's see what the book says.
The crystal contraptions that surround the whirlpool can freeze its dangerously turbulent waters. You will need all of the rune keys to activate the magical machines.
Yes. Okay, so we have all 3 runes. Let's go ahead and get out of the back here. Let's get out of over here. So we took care. We have nothing to block us. And we're going to activate that rune. And then we should just have 1 more left. And then once we do, we're going to go and refill all of our lives. Let's go ahead and just go back this way. Let's hop up here and get as much life as we can. We can probably get about 2 bottles worth. I think these fill you up for 3 bottles. There we go. Doing pretty good on health. We have 1 more eyeball to take care of, and you want to make sure that you are in sight, because the pillars block arrows, but they do not block the axe for some reason. There we go. There's all 3, and we should be freezing the water now. Watch it freeze, and we should be good to go now. So, what do you do when you freeze all this water? Well, one would think you could just hop in and take a ride, right? Well, guess what? We do. It's a very slow ride, by the way. There we go. Okay, cool. So, we're in this tunnel. We are underground, and everything is frozen. You can see creatures everywhere. Let's go ahead and put on the silver shield. Be very helpful. You can see some creatures out. It's kind of a cool little tunnel. Actually, I dig it. There's 2 more life bottles in here. We're gonna go ahead and fill up both of them, but you can see these like crazy creatures swimming around in here too. A little bit of gold, nom nom nom. A little bit of gold, nom nom nom. And we're gonna make our way out to the other side. What is on the other side, you may ask? Well, we have some gold. So you may have been wondering, where is the chalice? Where is the chalice? Well, the chalice is going to be right in here when you first come out. So you're going to pop out of here, and the chalice is actually going to be right here. Now, if you haven't filled the chalice, there's going to be a couple of enemies when we go out, and you can actually kill them and then come back in if you need to. So, since I had already collected it, since we lost the footage, And we're reshooting this again. This is where it would be. So after you pop out of the icy tunnel, you're going to come right here, and it should be right here in the corner. And we will be out here where this thing is going to immediately spawn 2 of these guys. And you're going to want to run back here a little bit so you can avoid getting splashed by both of them. So a good tactic, run behind the building. You can also pick up 3 chests of gold. Okay, so it's kind of unfair. It immediately spawns you into that eyeball, but remember in the beginning, you may need one of those eyeballs to spawn a couple of creatures so you can fill up your chalice. The first time I ran through, I was not able to fill up the entire chalice with just what they gave me. I actually had to let the eyeball see me. So you want to take care of that eye, so you can go over here, grab some more gold, take care of this fish. Sometimes I try to predict when he's gonna come out. Sometimes it just doesn't work. There we go. You have one more spitting eye right here. Not sure if it's actually gonna let you get him. Head out this way. There is one more eye here, so go ahead and take him out. 2 should do it. Now if you need to fill your chalice, just go ahead and let him see you so you can spawn additional bad guys. And then there's the other side of our gate. So we're actually back where we were on the other side. So if you need to refill some goods, go ahead and do it here. I believe that repairing the shield is pretty pertinent. We do need to enchant our sword. I'll give you a little hint. If you go back to Dan's crypt and beat the level a few times, you can get back your health, and you can also get a ton of gold. So if you ever see that I have like a lot of gold, yeah, don't just depend on the game to give you the gold. You can always replay a level, and Dan's crypt doesn't really have any bad guys, so just a trick. We need flaming arrows for sure. And I usually don't buy a stack if it's going to only give me half, because they're going to charge you full price. So they're going to charge you 60 gold for each one of these 50 arrows, but if you only get 26 arrows, like I'm at 174, you're going to pay 60. So you might as well not, just kind of deal with it. Crossbows, yeah, we'll fill up a little bit on crossbows. And there we go. He takes all your gold. He's fat and happy. There is a giant dinosaur creature. So there's a little trick that I like to do right here, where you can take your arrows, you can kind of scale this and shoot them, and then you can run a little bit. Because if you get in there, you are going to get eaten alive by all 3 of those. So what you do is you kind of scale the ramp and shoot them, and then scoot back down. And then that one I don't think can see you at all. So there's your rune, that's the one you need to get out. And then this guy you can kind of see from the outside, so you don't really need to do what I just did. So like from right here, you should be able to pop him with 2 arrows. But yeah, this little ramp is really helpful for you to get those and take them out. And that way you don't get peppered by all 3 of those at the same time, because this camera angle is really hard for you to battle. And then there's one more right there, which I could not see because of the camera angle. Still can't see. All right, 2 arrows, let it burn. There you go. You can actually go around this fence and collect your gold. And then you want to come out here. You have a lever. The lever opens your gate. Now you can get out. And there's really nothing else down there. I don't even want to venture, so we're going to go out here. Go around the gate. Go back through here. Pick up any more goods if you happen to need any more goods. And this was the other side of the gate, so it's going to take you back out to the L-shaped lever contraption. And if you've taken care of all these fish earlier, then you're kind of good to go. It's kind of free sailing. So there's one more on the other side. Take care of these fish because they're kind of annoying. Let him burn. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Which is kind of weird because it's like that was the last part. So you don't really have to kill those if you don't want to. You just want to get back to where your star rune was. I'm just kind of one of those like almost 100% people where it's like if you can kill it with fire. Kill it. Kill it. Okay. So we should be pretty good to go. I think we've gotten everything in the level. We're gonna head this way, head this way, head this way, and this. That will open that up right there. So there you go. Okay, so that is the replay of the level. That is also, we showed you where the Chalice was, where it should be. You can always look up Chalice locations. Maybe I'll put the link to that in the description just for help. But this has been episode 8, and we will move on to the Crystal Caverns in episode 9. Look forward to seeing you there. We'll catch you next time on the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Always hit the subscribe button to make sure that you get the latest updates on videos, and we'll see you next time.